Good morning, you guys. So for today's lesson, we're going to do just a simple note catcher. So get the handout from the sub and you're going to color it and you're going to fill this out. It's going to be one side, we'll start with ecosystems. And then the next side, we're going to split it up between organisms, what's their niche, what's their habitat, population, and ecosystem. So it should look nice and neat like this with nice drawings. All right, so here is what I want. You can pause this video and get your stuff ready. And I'll go here to our presentation. All right, so I'm calling this ecosystem basics, you guys. So ecology is just the study of how different organisms, whether it's plants or bacteria, animals, how they interact with their environment. All right, so we're going to be working on this side of our notes. And so let's start on biotic factors. You guys know you're in biology. Bio means living things. So for the definition, I want you to write any living thing in an ecosystem. So examples include plants, like trees and flowers. They can include microscopic organisms like bacteria, and of course, animals. So I want you to focus on this area of your drawing, you guys. And so draw a representation of a plant, draw a representation of an animal. It does not have to be a mountain goat, but I'd prefer it not to be a stick figure either. Maybe draw some unicellular things like bacteria, a mushroom for fungi, and you could draw this like little amoeba for a protist if you'd like. All right, on the other side, we have abiotic factors. Anytime you put the prefix a in front of something, it means not. So abiotic factors means not living. So let's go ahead and get the definition in our notes. We have non-living things in an ecosystem. Let's include examples. We rely on light, water, all of these elements that are in our air. We rely on oxygen in the air, but plants rely on carbon dioxide. We have rocks, we have different temperatures, and we have climate. For your drawing, go ahead and definitely get some water in there, definitely get some light. You may try to draw air, that's a real hard one for me, and definitely get like rocks and minerals in there. If you want, I kind of disagree. I think soil has a lot of living things in it, but it does have, minerals and stuff like that, and elements that are non-living. And then I want you to color your notes. My colored pencils are actually below, let me think, the main fish tank. To the left of that, underneath, there should be some tubs with colored pencils. All right, pause the video, do your coloring, and then we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna work on this side of it. And we're gonna start from the center with organism. All right, so an organism, it should say life form. I'm gonna change that right now, you guys. So just a sec, I apologize. So not live form, it's a life form. And I want you to think, when you think of a life form, it's just one specific species. So you can draw an organism of your choice in the center circle. Because there was a duck in our example, I included this, learn to draw, oh, it's a chick. So learn to draw a chick. You could put just one organism there. All right, I have a video that talks more about a niche, but a niche or a niche, it is the role of an organism. So we're going to put it here, role of the organism in the ecosystem. So after this video, I want you to learn more about a niche. So you can include, if we're looking at a duck, you might include lily pads and water, maybe some cattails there. All right. A habitat, then, is where the organisms and population live. So it's where we'd expect to find them. So for, let's see, a raccoon, I'd expect to find it in a forest. For a bear, I'd expect to find it in a forest. Definitely not in, I don't know, the savanna in Africa. So include this and then maybe a picture, or definitely a picture. Population. It's all the organisms of the same species living in an area. So instead of one duck that was in your center circle, draw several ducks or whatever organism you picked to draw. Community. It's all the organisms in an area. So now we've got our ducks, but we might also include foxes, definitely include some trees, maybe some snakes and bunnies. And ecosystem. So when we talk about an organism's ecosystem, it includes all the biotic and abiotic factors in the area. So you're going to include both of these spread around that big circle. All right, and then what I'd like for you to do is color it. So I'm going to go back here and show you a completed one. Oh gosh, excuse me, I'm having struggles. All right, so you can see here that it's colored, and then you can cut it out and tape it into your notes. I'll be checking these when I get back. Thank you, you guys. Remember to watch the video about a niche.